My partner donated a few items out of his closet to my reselling business. Now it's my job to figure out what's actually worth listing. Some pieces are winners, some straight to the donation bin, and who knows, maybe we'll find a hidden gem. Plus, a surprise mini fall thrift haul. Hi Sequels friends, it's Heather, and today I'm taking you behind the scenes of this little freebie haul as we work on determining pricing and what's worth listing. And then at the end we have a fun little fall haul that I can't wait to share with you. Also, this isn't the content that was planned for today. I am working on an office refresh, and when things don't go as planned, we pivot, and that is what I'm doing today. Because the wallpaper, I don't think you can see it over there, the wallpaper is not going as planned on this textured wall. So I'm having a little delay in trying to figure out a workaround. So if you have any tips for getting peel and stick wallpaper to stick on a textured wall, drop those in the comment section below. So Brent dropped off all these items for me, and the first thing that I typically do when Brent brings me freebie items is I go ahead and I hang them all up. I have my trusty ring light on, and I give them a quick search to see if there are any stains. If there is staining, it may be worth pre-treating, it may be not because it's a lower value item. We make those decisions as we go along. Now, a big plus of this freebie haul is that any money that we can make off of this is just fantastic because all of these items have been thrifted and Brent wore them for however long, a year, 2 years, whatever. And then because of his weight loss and having stuck to his routine and kept it off, we're gonna go ahead and sell them. So nothing brings me more joy than to thrift something for under $5 and sell it and make more than $5 back. So that's what we're gonna try to do here today. Things down to the bottom so that we can better see what's going on up top. So far we have an Old Navy lightweight sweater, and that looks good besides a little bit of cat hair on it, which is an easy fix. This is just Izod, but it is 100% cotton, and it is gingham check, which if I could get rid of right now during summer would be awesome. It has no tags in it. The tag has been taken out, and it's like a windbreaker almost material, kind of a funky pattern. I don't know if it'll be worth reselling because there's no tags in it, but it does feel like it's waterproof, which I think is sometimes a good sell for men. So this is just Croft and Borrow, which is not something I would normally resell, but again, if it's a freebie haul, sometimes I'll try anything if it doesn't take that long to list. But as you can see right here, there is a stain, so we're gonna go ahead and add that one to the donate bin. Another Old Navy lightweight sweater. This is a really pretty green color, but I'm concerned, and I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera, but there looks like there's some light staining right here. This is the trouble with men's clothes, you guys. You'll see it all the time when you're out thrifting. You'll see it all the time when you're at the bins, and I see it all the time from Brent's closet. A lot of times I just can't resell these items because men will wear them for years. They will wear them until they're worn out, and they're just not sellable. Here's a Columbia regular fit button down. This is a pretty lightweight. Again, another one that would be great to try to get rid of now in summer. Flannels always sell really well for me all year round. You have corpcore, you got that lumberjack. Sometimes they can lean a little bit more academia or preppy. Sometimes they can lean totally grunge. So you're hitting a lot of customers there. This is just GH Bass, but I have sold GH Bass flannels before. It's usually like a $15 sale, but when you have no cost of goods in it and it's quick to list, photograph list, then it's still worth its while. Now, in retrospect, I should have put those all on wooden hangers because they would already be ready to photograph, but because I have another haul in the works, I didn't do that. I do want to share that with you only because when I have them on wooden hangers, these are so easy to photograph. I have a little nail, I'm not sure you can see here, and I just hang it on the nail and I take a picture of the front, I take a picture of the back, move it to my table where I will then take a picture of the tag, measurements, and the like. Super quick to photograph and measure these items when you do it that way. And something like this, most everything has been in photograph condition. This is definitely wrinkly, so it would need to be steamed, or to be honest with you, I might just pop it in the dryer set it and forget it and come back to it when it's nice and unwrinkled. I always love this. This is one I know Brent didn't want to get rid of, but unfortunately it's just too big. But I like the cityscape with the lights. Brent donated 3 pairs of pants, and I'm going to show them to you from this angle so that you can easily see them. Now these are LAPG core cargo pants, LA Police gear. They are a ripstop pant. If you could see that ripstop, that's when it has the very tone on tone, the fabric makes like a check pattern. Ripstop always has a good sell-through, especially on eBay. But I'm not sure if you could see here, but there's all sorts of discoloration. These pants were definitely used for some sort of build, construction, doing yard work, something. So those are gonna go into the donate pile. These are just Dockers, not as much value, but again, when we are getting items for free, it may be worth listing. I love the gray coloration, but again, there is fading and discoloration, and for a lower end brand, I'm not gonna go ahead and list those. These are interesting because they are an Old Navy, but it's not a label that I've seen before, so I'm not sure if this is a vintage reproduction label or if they're actually older and vintage. They're a really lovely beige, khaki. Oh, that's fuzz. I was starting to think they were staying. Really lovely khaki coloration. Very wearable casual pants. So let me show you quickly how I decide on checking comps to decide on what the price would be for some of this men's clothing. That Hanging City Light shirt is actually a t-shirt that was featured on Last Man on Earth. This website, Worn on TV, will show you that. So that's something that we can use in our listing to try to get it sold. So the next thing I normally would do is go over onto eBay, search for the title and see if anything comes up, but unfortunately this item did not. So then I go to Google, search for it, and as you can see there is a listing here, but it is retailing new for $17.50. I'm going to check the used real quick and I don't see any. So what we could do here is we can list them on eBay for $19 and then put it immediately into the clearance section for $8.55 so it looks like a deal. Now let me show you this GH Bass flannel because it's more straightforward. Search for that on eBay and we're going to see all these listings. So let's hit pre-owned because this one is pre-owned, and then we'll go and scroll all the way down and hit sold and see what the most recent one sold for. You can see that one was on sale off of 14, some are 9, some are 10, some are 14, some are 19, but it was on sale. So this gives you a really good idea to how to price it, and so that is how I determined $14 to $9 for my price range. While we have this spreadsheet up, let's talk real quick about how many items that we ended up having to list and what their total value is. So what we're going to do right here is just this is my high-low range, what I'll list it at. You could see I ended up doing 3 at a clearance price, and it looks like our total estimated value of this little mini haul is $66.65 to $86.65. But I am highlighting that Hanging City Light tee right there, and I'll show you in a second as to why, because we're going to end up having to pull that $9 out. And this is why this one's getting pulled out of the mix. Now you guys let me know if you saw this when I was filming, because that's where I noticed it. There's a small little discoloration up here on the shoulder, so another one for the donate bin. Okay, let's talk quick little fall haul. Let's get this home item out of the way real quick. You guys know that I love to pick up linens, curtains, and the like when I am out thrifting. Check these out. Really beautiful heavyweight lace, white lace. There's no branding on the tag, but it does confirm that it's made in America. This is a Valance. This is perfect for those cottagecore kitchens that we've been seeing so much of lately, maybe even for a boho bathroom. And as you can see, there's one for each side, and I just could not resist these for the price point. It's vintage, and it is vintage Jordan woman. I love that it's vintage. I love that it's plus size. It is polyester, but there's more features. Check this out. Beautiful tank sleeveless, lightweight shirt. It does have a fun neutral animal print, but it is kind of patchworky because check out the back, black and white paisley, love that. This would be great for summertime as well as under a career, you know, for work, under a blazer or a sweater. But even better than that, look at this. It is completely reversible. And so now we have a purpley snake print and an animal print on the back. And then isn't this cool? The tag is made to reverse. So you see that? And then when you flip it inside out, you just flip it. How cool is that? This is half off, just a basic, very like capsule wardrobe, ribbed knit, very 90s Y2K, and this I got at a phenomenal price, which is the only reason why I ended up picking it up. It is Worthington stretch in a petite medium in a beautiful rich brown color. We have those half sleeves, a little V-neck action. With those long maxi skirts that are cut on the bias are really popular. Something like this would pair perfect with that. I picked this up based on a silhouette and fabric, but this is actually a very, very designer Italian brand, but I'm not sure anybody knows about it based on me searching for comps. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. But this is 100% wool, made in Italy, plaid, herringbone tweed that is super popular in the 80s and 90s. And it has that wrap silhouette, fully lined, giving me all sorts of 90s Y2K preppy Rachel Green vibes. You guys have been peeping on my shorts. You may have seen earlier this week, I did a little short of just flipping through a ton of maxi dresses. And I rarely find a lot of the same thing when I'm out thrifting, so I don't usually say, hey, I bet you the same person donated this. But I see a lot of other resellers say that. I just haven't experienced it myself. But this is totally a case of, I think, the same person donated, but I did end up picking two out of there that I did not show you guys on the short, and this is one of them. This says Fancy Props by Wilkins. The back has that tag on it, and this is a midi skirt, maxi, depending on your height. It has the button zip closure, a nice beefy zipper, which leads me to believe that it's the 70s. And when I confirmed that tag, it definitely is. How stinking cute is this with the front pockets? This is just 70s boho art teacher. Love, love, love. I picked up that I could not at all resist, especially at the price. Wait until you guys see the price. It is ridiculous. This is Pioneer wear. It is not only made in the USA, it is made in Albuquerque, and it is definitely genuine suede leather, a little bit smaller size, which I typically don't pick up as many small sizes, but the look of this, I just could not resist. Long, midi, maxi, again, depending on your height. Red suede, the beautiful yoke action there, and then look at all that fringe. Again, boho, southwestern, western, cowgirl, so many different tags for this one, and I'm really super excited to see how it plays out. I do believe that this is 80s, and looking at some of the looking up the brand online, it looks like there was likely a matching jacket to go with this, Oh my gosh, if I could have found that too, but for me, it was just a skirt. So that is all that I got this thrift trip. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up on the screen here how much I paid and what the total estimated resale value is based on this weekend's eBay comps. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. I would love to hear from you. So let me know if you think that mini little freebie haul from Brent's Closet is worth listing. Would you list it? Let me know in the comment section below. Or if you'd prefer, let me know what your favorite item is from my little mini fall haul. I'm supposing that you guys can probably guess, but I am all about that red Western skirt. I cannot wait to see how well it performs. Thank you guys as always for watching. And remember, here at Sequels, the remake can outshine the original. Have a fabulous week, friends, and I'll see you next time with some more reselling content. Bye-bye.